Hi there, folks, and welcome to another episode of Michael in the Backyard. What you see right here is my 2011 Impala with 186,000 miles on it. It's been 62,000 miles since I did the transmission on it. Everything's functioning fine. As an update for you folks that have been following me for a while, but we have to do a throttle position sensor. What's going on here? Oh, look at that flaking off. Not cool. These were new headlights not that long ago. Oh, reaching inside deep into the bowels of the console. There we go. What we have here is didn't pop the hood. That's what we have here. Let's do that. The car is filthy. Been sitting for over right at 2 weeks now in the same spot, not driven because we were on vacation. What we have here is a throttle position sensor, Napa Part 2-600177. These are about 150 bucks a piece, so they're no joke when it comes to price. But when you can't find the original stuff or not willing to buy the original stuff on some stuff, we'll put one of these guys in. Now, I did replace this one about 10 months ago. And I'll be honest with you, I may not have done it properly, because I've had the StabiliTrak, TPS, loss of power, all those dash lights come on. And that usually happens when you run the scanner on it and it says TPS. Like, okay. But what I did not do is I did not disconnect the battery when I changed it. So I might have hurt it a little bit, possibly. Time will tell. But I'm going to show you in this video how to replace it and put a new one in properly on my 2011 Impala with the 3500 V6. First thing we got to do is we need to remove this whole thing here and get this out of our way so we can gain access. Don't forget to put this right back to keep dirt and debris out of it. Right here is our TPS sensor. Over here is our battery that we will disconnect. And we'll go from there. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it off. Whoa, better be careful. Don't want to sound too close to the original and get demonetized. I'm going to reset all my radio stations again. Don't let that be the reason you don't disconnect it. Okay. Negatives is off. So we're out of Negativeville. Now, to the main attraction. Looks like we gotta pop this little guy out here. Then we can slide this keeper out, and then we can slide this off. Well, that just crushed and collapsed right in my hand. Awesome. Well, we'll have to get another one of those. Now we should be able just to unplug this guy right here. Just a little wiggle. We'll pull. Oh, no, let's collapse this right here. You gotta push that in. All right, then that's out of the way. Now we got these little springy things, keepers. Some of these are easy and some of these are hard. One. Two. 3, 4. This is the one that can be a little difficult. 5, and there's another one. Pretty sure there is right down here. I can't see it. 6. Wow, that just came right in half. that right? It is. There it is. You can see in the guts in there. Here's the new one. We're gonna put it right back in place here. As you can see, there's a little thing here that goes onto that little thing there, and you got two contacts there that make contact there. And I want to carefully get that realigned. Slides right back on. Now we got to get our clips back on. I'm going to reuse these clips. There's nothing wrong with them, except for the ones I can't find right now. These are actually quite, oops. And hold that bottom down while you're doing this. These go on quite tight. Well, because they're compressing and holding a seal in place. Finger cramp. Hi. How's it going? Pretty good. Oh, there we go. What's up?
What's going on with the car?
Just replacing the TPS sensor. Snaps on pretty tight. Not at all. What's going on here? Oh, there. That snaps on really tight. Real tight. Alrighty, all the clips are in place now. They're a little bit of a struggle, but take your time. You can get them. That's clipped in nice and tight. I don't have my keeper anymore since that broke. I will have to check to see if I can get a replacement one of those. Let's go ahead and clean up my battery post here a little bit because it's kind of dirty. Just freshen things up a little bit. Here's my little cleaner. Get some fresh metal there. A little brush inside here. Like any electrical system, the ground is very, very important. Get that clean. Snug this back up. Nice and tight. Now we'll get the cover back on here. There, snug back in place. Take a look at my oil. She's still full. Perfect. Well, folks, that's just how easy it is to replace your TPS throttle position sensor in a 2011 Impala. I haven't started it up yet. Maybe we should do that. There you have it. Now we'll keep an eye on it. Now that I did it proper this time by disconnecting the battery, maybe this one will last a little bit longer. Don't make the mistake that I made and not pull that negative, the ground off. the battery, because that is the key to it working properly for the long haul. Maybe it did do something, maybe it didn't. It should have lasted longer than 9 months. The original throttle position sensor lasted a little over 11 years. Or actually longer than that. This is a 2011. And from what I could tell, the one I replaced was original. So, all right. Very cool, very cool. Well, as you can see here, I've got my marking on here that I changed my transmission fluid at 174,000. We got a little ways to go before we do anything with that. The oil's good. Everything's proper. It's a job done well, and a job well done. Folks, I know this video has probably been out there. It's probably pretty simple. It's probably not very interesting. Maybe I make it interesting. Maybe I don't. But I put it out there for just about anybody that comes across this thing in their car. And they are, you know, people can be a little timid about messing around with stuff. I'm hoping if somebody like me can do a simple job like this, that it encourages somebody else to save some money by not taking it somewhere and doing it themselves. A code reader is cheap. You can get one for 30 to 40 bucks. It'll tell you some things really easily. And they used to be really expensive. Now they are better priced than they've ever been. You might be able to save yourself from work. Or when you take it somewhere and go, hey, I'm getting this code, this code, this code, and I'm not sure how to do it, at least you're going in there knowing something, or, you know, you can put up a good face, put a good front. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You can go in a little more educated, is what I'm trying to say. Or at least ask for the parts and do it yourself. This is Michael saying, if it ain't broke, fix it till it is. If I'm lucky, I'll see you on the next video. Be kind to one another, and let's keep fixing stuff until it's broke. Yep, that's what we do here. We'll see ya. Bye. It happens to all of us now and again. A battery isn't performing quite up to snuff, so what do? Well, the easy route, honestly, is to take it to one of your local parts stores. Most of them will check and test and offer to replace your battery. That's option A for 90% of the population or more. Option B for the do-it-yourselfers like myself and the rest of you guys that like to watch my channel, I'm going to give you some tips and... Whoa, hip. That was close. Tips and pointers on what you can do. Now, on my old 2011 Impala here, I've been chasing the TPS problem, which is the throttle position sensor. And I wouldn't say chasing it. I'm going to say I replaced one, lasted 9 months, replaced another one, dead car on the side of the road, still using that one because I kind of fiddled with the plug a little bit. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's what I did. And it's been working ever since. Shifting between first, second, and it's just acted a little funky here and there, but my car has started a little sluggish yesterday. Let me tell you what it did. So I get in my car. Most of these cars have like a push button start system, or even with this 2011 Impala has it's all but a push start system. You hit the key and then the electronics take over and start the engine. Well, pay attention to that. You'll notice something different, and next time something happens, you'll go, what? That sounded different. Well, it's probably the engine turning over a little slower. Battery is getting a little toasty. I've had this battery in here for a little while. Honestly, I don't know the age of this battery. It's an Everstart. And does it have and it's a Max 34N. Got a lot of cold kinking amps. So, let's see if I can put you guys in a position here. We're going to do a little testing on it. I got this top done, a little dusty. I use this a lot. Top done. There'll be a link in the description below. BT200. This is come in handy for diagnosing things. I'm just telling you that right now. So hook the negative up to the negative, positive up to the positive. And, you know, I'm not seeing a lot of corrosion or dirtiness here. I mean, it's dusty, but it's not corroded. If there's enough juice in the battery, it'll power itself up. Now, this one has 800 cold cranking amps. So I want to hit enter. Battery test. Regular flooded. Cold cranking amps. 800. Hey, it's already there. Sweet. And then I'm going to hit enter. And it's going to test it. And it's going to say charge and retest. Healthy, 21%. Wow. 375 amps. Charge 0. 10.4 volts. That's a problem. Now, just for fun, I'm going to see if it starts. I'm going to leave you right here by the engine compartment. Here you are. I'll clip you right here. Let's see if it actually will start. It started yesterday, but it was a little sluggish. You guys heard that. That started off really sluggish. It started though, which really surprises me. Because it's an Impala and it just wants to go. What I'm going to do now is check my charging system. I'm going to grab my voltmeter and we're going to put on the battery and see if I'm getting enough juice. Now obviously it's running just fine, and a lot of these electronic ignition systems won't run with a really low voltage situation. So here, you guys see that, I hope. Stay. We'll go up here. Nope, you can't see it there. Alright. So I'm going to touch the center of the post, not the actual connections, because I want to see what's getting to the battery. 14.48. What that means is that my connections are good. There's a lot of voltage going back into the battery, but the battery's just not feeling it today. So it's time to replace this battery. And there you have it. That's how simple it is to diagnose whether it's the battery or your charging system. And we tested the battery before we even started it, which let me know that the battery is weak, and what I was hearing, I was suspecting was something was going on with the battery, was actually true. Cool. Now we're going to get back to the throttle position sensor. All right, this morning we tested the battery, right? It was bad. So I stopped by my local Napa store. Got me a new Napa 690 cold cranking amps. 424. 3-year warranty. It's funny because you can get a 1-year warranty, or you can pay $15 more and get a 3-year warranty. And there's free replacement 3 years, not prorated. So that's what I done did. And I carry a little small toolkit in the back of my car. Sometimes I like to challenge myself to see, could I fix my car with the tools I have in it? This fix is changing the battery, so that's what we're going to do. First things first, take our 13 millimeter socket. We'll move this little brace here. It's in our way. Of course there's stuff hooked to it. Why wouldn't there be? What a horrible design. Do 10 millimeters. Remove the clamps there. Let's reach down in here and see if we can get to the... Just reach it with this extension. Get the battery clamp out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can sneak it out of here. Oh. Well, they don't give you any room. Why? Why, Chevy engineers, would you do something so stupid? No room. No room. How? Which way do I sneak it out of here? go. Ugh. Well, I can't be too mad at that. That says 11 of 2015. And this is now June of 2024. So say November of this year would have been a 9-year-old battery, right? So let's call it 8.5 years. 8.5-year-old battery, that's pretty good in my book. And this is one of those 5-year warranty program, 3-year free replacement, 2-year prorate, 800 cold cranking amps from Everstart from Max. Those you get from Walmart. Say what you want to say about Walmart batteries, but this one did the job for 8.5 years. I can't complain about that at all. If I get that out of the Napa battery, I'll be tickled. We can do a little tilty, sneaky thing to get it back in here now. Get in your home. You want to go there. I know you do. What is it sitting on? So dumb. It didn't have to be this tight. It's just dumb. Ugh. What in the heck? The battery box is giving me a fit now. Oh, there we go. Golly. There, you stupid thing. Well, how come those holes are just stripped out a little bit? Okay, before we connect the negative battery terminal back up, or the positive even, I'm going to go ahead and work on the throttle position sensor that's been throwing some codes again. Now, the one I got on here came from Napa, and so was the first one. And I can't say I'm entirely thrilled with how the plug fit. Now, this is an actual AC Delco OEM one, so I'm really curious how the plug fits on it. I ain't kidding you, that pushed on so hard, I didn't like it. Let's see how this one goes on. That goes on hard too. Oh wait. That did not go on hard. Yeah, that actually pushes on about half as hard. Still feels firm though. Don't get me wrong, still feels firm. Yeah, that's much better. This one here I had to push like crazy. Ugh. But it just isn't acting right. Might make a great backup, but that's where that ends. So I'm going to put this other AC Delco OEM equipment. I find that OEM is the best way to go on electronics on this type of situation. As we did before, we got all these little metal clips that hold this in place. Gotta pop them loose. Make sure this little tab here is in the same position as that little. I'll show you. Because if you force it on without doing it, see this little guy right here? It's got a flat on it. Just note the position, that's horizontal. The top part of this is horizontal. On this little hole right here. That's what makes it easier. It should go on then. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem, I'd say. Don't forget, there's a gasket here. This one came with a gasket in it. This came with the gasket separate from it. Don't know if that has anything to do with anything as far as how it functioned and worked. One more down low, buddy. See if I can get some priage on it there. All right, in case you guys weren't keeping count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 6 of those things to get in place. My goodness. All right. This one was still working, so I'm gonna bag it and tag it as suspicious behavior out of a throttle position sensor. Pop that back down. Go ahead and put our positive battery terminal on. These are very clean, by the way. They might look dirty on the outside, but the inside where they make contact is extremely good shape. Now for our ground, which is very shiny copper inside. Now I'm going to have to reset all my radio stations. Okay, I only listen to 2. So that should be real. Well, you know what, Michael? It goes on better if you take the plastic cap off. Plastic cap seems to work like an insulator if you don't do that. All right. That's good and tight. I'll leave you guys right here with the mic. Let's see if it turns over a little more whippier than it did this morning. We're back in business, baby. Now we're going to have to drive it for a while and see if that throttle position sensor acts a little more intelligent than the last one I had in there. Or maybe there's another issue. Or maybe it was a low battery issue, causing me the overall heartache because the low voltage starts, giving the computer some pause. Now that we got a nice strong battery, let's see if those issues go away. I could have been a waste of a TPS sensor. I don't know. I do know I have peace of mind of putting an AC Delco back in there, so I'm gonna say that's feels good. All right, now we got to address this bolt issue. What the heck? All right, I got a solution here. You guys are gonna cringe when you see it. That's a 3/8/16 tap. And the 3/8/16 bolt and washer. We're just gonna send it home with that. What do you guys think about that? I have a feeling that sometime in history, over the life of this vehicle, that is a 2011 and it's now 2024, somebody may have over-tightened this and stripped those and left it. Only time you take it out is if you're messing with the battery. Now she's tight. If it works, is it a bad idea? Look at that. That's shiny. Grade 5. I think my car is going to get a little spoiled. I keep putting shiny stuff on it. It's not used to that. Well, we're good for another few thousand miles. Well, folks, I hope you found this video informative and helpful. We'll report out when I've got some miles on it, and if it feels like it's doing everything it's supposed to be doing, which I just got a sneaky suspicion it's good now. Let's put our tools away and go work on another project, because that's what we do here. Putting all my tools in. They snap in with a very satisfying click. You know what else I put in this kit that it didn't come with? Not one, but 2 extra 10mm sockets. Good idea? You bet it is. Well, the nice deal about that project, kinda, sorta, I didn't have it on my list, but I had to get it done. The TPS sensor was on my list. The battery just came up this morning, so sometimes that's how it goes. Got to keep my rides in order. I like to keep them dependable and reliable and in good working order. Well, folks, be kind to one another. This is Michael checking out for this video. Thanks for watching. If it ain't broke, fix it till it is, and we'll see you on the next video. Be good to one another, like I said. Bye. All right, folks, so in conclusion, on the Impala, jury's still out. Hey, will this magnet sit right here on top of this jack handle? Yep, well, sorta. It's easy. I can talk better hands-free. Let's just say my voice is Bluetooth. Maybe I got a gray tooth. I don't know. Anywho, the car has now been driven over 500 miles, 5 with 2 zeros after it, since I put the battery in and the TPS in there, and it hasn't given me any indication of any issues whatsoever. So, jury's out. Did I have a TPS that was okay and the battery was, acting like a bad shock absorber to my electrical system and causing some bad feedback? I'll let you guys decide that. Me, I kind of hate the shotgun approach of replacing 2 things at the same time and, not knowing which one fixed it. But the bottom line is, the AC Delco TPS is what I should have put in to start with. And lesson learned. And the new battery didn't rear its ugly head till I was partway through this whole process. So, sorry this video has ended twice now. I think this is the 3rd ending. So I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you guys learned something. This is Michael saying, if it ain't broke, fix it till it is. And let's keep your rubber side down, greasy side down, glassy side up. I don't know. Let's just keep things where it's supposed to be. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next video if I'm lucky. Good day.